What's up, YouTube? What up, friends and fam? It's your boy Kenny Lucas back at it with another fucking banger. I'm confident to say this is a game changer for a lot of people. For myself, it was just to bring my awareness to it. And look who is in the video today. What's your name?
Rachel.
How old are you?
29. I'm exactly 5 days younger than you.
Nice. All right. Well, that's Rachel. That's my beautiful girlfriend, soon to be wife. So here we go. The subject of today's video is really what Rachel and I came to a conclusion over, we were just through conversation, through picking up on a vibe of hers this morning that I picked up on, that I finally addressed. I really finally addressed Rachel's vibe, which was like, it was like something was really on her mind that she was holding back, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So it's like when I get these vibes from someone, it's either that like they're lying to me, or they have something on their mind that's really disturbing them. But it involves me because it's like I feel the energy. You know what I mean? So I asked her. Then she's like, it's really about the way that you talked to me the other day, blah blah blah. And the reason why I talked to her the way I did the other day was because I was just calling her out on a lie that I just found out about, long story short. But here's the thing. What I discovered is that it's like, do you really have a mental illness, or are you just believing in your own lies? Are you believing in societal lies and all of that? And it's just like, I believe that a lot of mental illness, I won't say, I'm not going to speak for every single case of mental illness in this country, but the majority of mental illness is not a mental illness at all. It's just that we were raised as liars by either our parents or society, whatever the case may be. Because even check this. Check the way we were raised about what healthy food was. Healthy food was your cheese, and all that, like that pyramid thing. But the fact of the matter is that milk was involved in a healthy way of being. We're all being fed lies. We all believing in those lies. And we're all believing that having a glass of milk a day or having a block of cheese a day was a good idea. And now we know through study, through documentaries, through history, through scientific studies, that cheese is not good for the human body, like period. Like, especially the way a lot of people in America consume it. So if you believe that's good for you, you believe you're doing something good for your body, you're believing and practicing in that lie. And that lie specifically is a great example, because too much cheese in your system is going to cause you to have mental illness. It really is. It's going to cause a lot of inflammation in your brain, a lot of inflammation throughout your body. It's going to make you feel like shit. It's not going to give you enough energy to really hit the gym the way you want to hit the gym. It's like, you got to wake the fuck up, you know what I mean? And stop believing in these lies. And then once you believe in somebody else's lie, cultural lie, then you're more likely to believe in your own set of lies. And I'm guilty of it too. Like, I look back at it, our conversation today, when we realized this, and I realized, like, I was believing a lot of bullshit of my lies. That's why I was stemmed up into cooping myself up for several months and a deep, dark depression, not coming out of the house, because, like, I was believing all these bullshit lies that I needed this to do this and do that. And it's like, that was nothing but a lie. And whether that was taught to me or I just believed it myself, it doesn't really matter. It was just like, the fact of the matter is, I'm like a full-grown man. I'm smart enough not to believe in those lies. So I believe the quickest way to alleviate your mental illness is to stop believing in lies and stop practicing these lies, because it's fucking up your vibe and it's fucking up your life. And try like hell to come to a point where, hold on, this traffic, I gotta readjust my GPS. So on that note, I'm gonna pull it over to Rachel, who has something to add.
Okay, so here's the bigger problem. Believing in your lies is a problem in itself, but continuing to justify those lies is the bigger problem. At some point, you may even realize deep down in your head, like, I know that what I'm saying isn't true, or I know that what I'm saying is wrong. But at this point, you've already said it enough times that your pride or your ego gets in the way. So now you're just continuing to justify over and over again and excuse the lies that you continue to tell. And to be quite honest, that's what I've been doing for a very long time. And, you know, I've found people in my life that I can lie to, and they believe it, and I can victimize myself and make myself look pathetic, and then people feel bad for me. But Kenny is not one of those people, and that's why I love him, and that's why, you know, he's so good for me, and he's so good for everybody, because he's not going to just tell you what you want to hear. He's not going to, you know, just feel bad for you or be soft or whatever. Like, he's going to tell you the truth. He's going to call you out when the vibe is bad, and that's what happened this morning. Like, the vibe has been bad because I got called out on my bullshit, and I didn't want to accept it. I wanted to be like, but I did it because of this reason, and I did it because of that reason. And it's like, no, dude, there's no justification. There's no excuse for lying, period. What's up, babe?
And then, you know, when it gets to that point where you realize you are in that lie, and you realize that somebody is calling you out, you know, we were getting into it because, you know, she wasn't just saying, like, you know, putting her hands up and waving that white flag like, hey, you won, you know. That's all it really takes, is like realizing that you did fuck up, and in that moment, like, accepting that you did fuck up, apologize to the other party, and just keep moving on. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of the story, or the whole point of what we're doing with this relationship now, and with what happened the other day. Is like, we just decided, like, just like everything else, like my business, like when something doesn't work out, you got to move on to the next moment. And that's all we're allotted, is that we all have a past, and we're all going to continue to make mistakes day by day. You know, we just pray and hope it's not as gnarly as the other ones that we've made throughout our lives, you know, that we learn from those. But when we do, it's like we man up, we tell the other party that we affected them this way, and we truly are sorry about that, and we're going to move on and become better people and teach others from our mistakes. So I really, really challenge you guys, whatever lies you guys are telling to yourself, and you're justifying them, you're justifying them out loud, or just justifying them to yourself, whatever it is, because whatever is holding you back is a lie. Because look at this, I've always taught myself this whole time throughout my life that I always needed the dump truck to start my business, customers to start my business, and all this bullshit to start my business. And look what I did. I started a business with pretty much nothing. Like, not nothing, but like only a couple grand to my name, and only a Dodge pickup truck that at the time, I actually bought that truck before COVID for $2,000. Like, that's the type of pickup truck it was, and actually broke down 2 weeks into the company. So the only difference was I just stopped believing my lies, everybody else's lies about why I couldn't do it, and I started believing in the fact of the matter that I could do it, because all I'm going to do is focus on why I can do it and not why I can't do it. And that applies across the board. Well, it applies across the board with everything. And once you start calling yourself out and not, you know, rationalizing these lies that you live because of this and that, like, think about it. It could be because you drink every day or you smoke every day. It's like, well, I'm only smoking because it makes me focus, or I'm only smoking because my mom smoked, or I'm only smoking because it's the only way I feel good. They're all lies. They're all fucking lies. Like, you apply it to any drug, apply it to any, you know, everything is just the lie that you're telling yourself that's negatively happening in your life. And when you tell yourself these lies and you're believing in these lies, you're affecting so many people in the wrong way, and your vibe is just gonna be fucked, especially to those closest to you that you're lying to about. Like, what are you even lying about? Like, something that, like, is so easily fixable.
So what's the challenge, babe?
So the challenge is to call yourself out of these things that you've just been living with, rationalizing with the lies. Like, whether or not it's like, oh, I can't move to another state because, like, my mom will miss me. Who the fuck cares? It's a lie, you know what I mean? First of all, is who the fuck cares? But you just got to get out over these lies, because really, your mom wants you to be successful, you know what I mean? So all these lies you've been telling yourself out, like, whether, I don't care how matter big or however small it is, just like, stop rationalizing these lies, why you continue to stay stagnant where you are, and make a change about it and do the right thing. Do what your voice is telling you. Do what the inner voice is telling you, which is the authentic voice of God telling you what to do to get on the path of your vision. So with that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys.
Love you.
Peace in the Middle East. Let's go. Peace.